Hello everyone and welcome to Gaming FDL. My name is Josh and this is ULTRAWORLD, a game that is coming to you on Steam very soon. It's been through Greenlight and it is absolutely gorgeous because it is made in the CryEngine. Look at this low poly loveliness. That is very fun to say as well. Very quickly, something I don't normally do, but it's quite important because these are the only visual settings that you get. Low, medium, high and ultra, and then resolutions. This may cause some kind of jittering. I don't know how well it'll show up on the video, but normally it runs at a solid 60 frames a second, even on ultra. But with my recording software, it is it's kind of jerky and not that great to look at, unfortunately. But it's so pretty. Hopefully you won't mind. There is both a story mode, which I am going to show you here, and a vacation mode in which it kind of sends you straight to the end state of the game and you can explore absolutely everywhere, and there are a variety of pretty large sized areas with all sorts of very abstract shapes. There's trees made out of floaty rings and it's just kind of like a trunk and then like a flat thing on top, like a flat flattened out cylinder, if you know what I mean. I've already been through that area, so I don't think I can go back there. I don't think you can get... If you see like one of those floaty pyramids that's rotating very slowly in the distance there, you can get to places like that. And those are the areas in which this AI, which lives in there, in that building, there's an AI which has built this world, constructed it to answer some of its existential problems. It's kind of big questions like how do we define our identity and huge things like that. Who am I exactly? Like questions that no one can answer. But it's interesting to ask them anyway. Oh, this area didn't load. Let me try again. Oh. There we go. Was that intentional? I have no idea. Hang on. So as I move my camera around, these lines appear and disappear. So if I go over here, those ones disappear, and they come closer to me. That's very interesting. I haven't seen this one before. So this is kind of a very tiny, shallow river. And there's also, depending on bits you collect, and there are more floating upside down pyramids. Oh, there's a face. Hello, face. There are also faces which are also AIs you can talk to. Oh god, I thought that was a person. That scared the crap out of me. This isn't even a scary game, that's just like a one-off. Oh man, this game uses colour so well on these flat surfaces, and it's just really nice having lots of really sharp lines and these kind of very pretty floaty particles going around all the time. And as always, I like video games, no matter what game you're playing, it's always interesting. Oh, hello, there's a floating text. There's always that kind of wonder at finding new nooks and crannies in a world, and this does really well at showing that off. Normally, oh, there we go, floating upside down pyramids, and you get little fragments of the thoughts of your AI friend who you're trying to help. And also, the colour changes. I already said that the colour in this game is used really well. It changes the colour palette entirely to something pretty different, and it still looks great. It's much more vibrant now, and I'm not going to read out the stuff, but it has kind of a flow of thought to all of these paragraphs that you find around the world, and there are like little words that pop out to you that kind of show you the train of thought of this AI, and it's I don't know if it's overly like complicated. It's just very basic stuff that people ask themselves all the time, and as you're growing up, something that I think is very important to say. I'm in my mid-20s now, And something you realise as you go into your 20s and out of school and stuff, you realise that no one actually knows what they're doing. Everyone's just pretending. Well, in some cases they're not even pretending to be competent or confident in what they know. People know what they know their experiences, and they're just making it up as best they can as they go along. And very few people genuinely have unless they're super clever and have spent like 10 years looking into one thing, they very rarely have all the knowledge that you would need to do one particular thing that you love, that you don't love. No one knows what they want to do until they find it. So it's kind of, I don't know, it's very nice to be in a world where something exterior to me is saying those very similar thoughts to my own. And also it's in a very pretty place, which I like. One thing that isn't very pretty though, this kind of static thing, can you see that there? I hope it shows up in the YouTube video, hopefully in the kind of high definition version. Oh, there's a floaty thing over there, I'm going to go collect. There is a static screen effect, kind of like screen staticky, that kind of fades in and out. I don't know whether it's by area, by where you go, by how far you move, by time. I have no idea, but I like it when it's not there, and it really, really annoys me that it fades in and out all the time, and I really wish it wouldn't. I wish I could turn it off. I really do. It's just massively annoying when I'm trying to look at these really crisp, smooth, straight lines and all this pretty stuff, and it just kind of gets in the way. I don't know why it's there. It's just really annoying. I kind of wish that it was either there all the time or not there at all. I don't know. It's just one pet peeve of the graphics in this game, which otherwise are absolutely stunning. I'm going to try and collect all of the floaty things. Scene complete. There we go. Feel free to keep exploring. I want to show you more places before we go, so I'm going to go straight back to the hub area. And where are we? We're where we left. And I haven't been. Oh no, I fell. Bonk. Oh, and you can't move for a little bit after you fall, which it's a nice touch. It's a very smooth, kind of floaty feeling when you're moving as well. And I think that's kind of an interesting thing between games that have exploring and looking at pretty things as their main attraction is how you actually move, because things like Proteus have kind of eyelid effects where you close your eyes, you sit down, you have a little bit of head bob. This is very smooth, very much like the low poly graphics, so I think it's very interesting. This is some kind of factory, maybe? I wonder what the questions that we'll be answering here are. Ooh, mirage. Illusion, mirage, something about identity again, I assume. Yeah, there we go. Hey, there's really bright sunlight. And unlike most games, it's not blinding. I don't know why that is. They probably don't use bloom or any effects like that. This game is really stunning though, and if you are... Oh, wow, look at that! Oh, that's some kind of chromatic effect, is it? It splits the colour, if you can see that into like red and green. Is that a shadow there? Moving along? I don't know what's going on here. Why is the shadow moving? Maybe it's just a screen effect, but that's really... Oh, it's because it's like a pump moving up and down. That's what's going on. That's a really cool effect. I love that. All of the areas look very different as well. And the lines in the distance are split as well. Yeah, as I was saying, I was wrapping up. This game is absolutely stunning. It will be joining you on Steam very soon. I will provide you links in the description if you want to check it out. It's a really nice idea. There are some problems with the graphics, and it does run on the CryEngine, so it might be difficult for you to run it. Hopefully it's fairly well optimized. I mean, the CryEngine's pretty old by now. If you do check it out, please do let me know what you think. As always, if you have enjoyed the video, then please do give it a thumbs up, and if you want to discover more free, weird, beautiful, and interesting indie games, then subscribe for daily videos. And until next time, goodbye!